Hey guys, I hope you're doing fine. This is another question and answer video. I have compiled some questions from you and here are my answers. The first question is, would you still have done the surgery knowing that you were at risk of non-union? My answer is yes, I would have. There are several reasons for that. First, the treatment. Even if you get non-union, there are treatments available to fix that. So getting a non-union is not the end of the world. Second, had I not gotten this surgery, I would have always wondered what if. And I did not want it to have this regret over my head for the rest of my life. So yes, even if I knew that I was at risk of having a non-union, I would still have gotten this surgery because I believe it had improved my life by that margin, that the benefits outweigh the risks. Second question is, can you show how is your walking and everything else? Sure. Here are some videos of me walking and doing different things. Next one. My only fear is that I will never get my old gait back. Okay, so did you ever notice that if people are ever in some kind of an accident or major surgery, they almost always have to go through some type of physical therapy? That therapy is needed to gain functions that were present prior to that event that individual went through. So leg lengthening is no different. Once you go through the surgery, then you lengthen and then you consolidate. And now after that, your body has changed. And your brain needs to relearn how to use your limbs to walk properly. So to answer your question, yes, you can get your old gait back, but you will have to work on it and will probably have to consistently, consciously walk to make sure that you're walking with the gait that was present before the surgery. But you can get it back. You just have to work on it. All right, the next question. Is there a way to tell if one has propensity to have a non-union complications? Will bone grafting surgery successfully treat in cases like this issue? I have pondered over this question for some time and asked different doctors about this, and so far I have not found a concrete answer to the non-union question. The truth is that there is no current way to tell for sure if you have a propensity to have a non-union. The reason I know this is because no sane doctor would want too many non-unions on their record, which is why if they could tell that, if they could filter out their patients by their chances of getting a non-union, they would eliminate those patients. They would not do the surgery on them. So it's just not possible right now. There is no concrete way to tell. What you hear from different people are really a guesstimate. It's not true, like concrete. As far as the bone grafting surgery, there are many solutions available in the market. There is mesh, bone grafting, fit bone. You can do many things. You know, there is solutions available. All right, next question is, how nervous were you when consolidation was getting delayed? Well, I was definitely getting scared. Before getting the surgery, I had mentally planned all of the milestones. I knew, for example, that within 3 months after the surgery, I would be done with lengthening. 1 year after the surgery, I would be back in Baltimore getting my nails out of my legs. And because of delayed consolidation, all of my schedule, my plan was thrown in a rut. So, which is why anytime there's any kind of complications, especially such as non-union, that would delay my healing, my whole plan was out of sync. And essentially I was moving forward blindly with no end in sight. So I was extremely nervous, and the primary reason for my nervousness was not knowing when this all be over. If somebody would tell me that you will, because of delayed consolidation, you will not gonna get done with this whole procedure until at least 3 years, I can live with that because I know the future. It's that uncertainty that, every 2-3 months going back to the doctor, looking at x-rays, figuring out like, all right, am I there yet? That is what makes one nervous. The uncertainty, not knowing. My next appointment is in December, so we will see my progress then on how much I have consolidated, and can we schedule something for getting the nails out. So we'll see in December. Next question. Is there anything that is not 100% recovered after 1 year? Any flexibility? So again, this is just my opinion and maybe controversial for some. And even other leg lengthening patients may even disagree with me, but here it goes. So after leg lengthening surgery, if you want to be able to run as fast as you used to before, or jump as you used to before, or squat as you used to before, then you will have to work extremely hard on each of these things individually. I'm talking like daily, like exercise, therapy, stretching. For me, I can run on treadmill, but not real fast right now, and same thing with outside. I was not athletic to begin with before the surgery, so it's not like there's a sport that I can't really play, because I didn't used to play anything. But those of you who are thinking to play like soccer, football, rugby, the way you used to before, then you will have a long road in front of you. You will have to work real hard. So beware of that. So I don't think your flexibility by default will be exactly as it was before the surgery. And it will be that therapy that will help you regain the flexibility that you lost. Somebody that I had met at the Carnival cruise last month, he recognized me from these videos, and he asked me the same thing. And the advice that I gave him was to look deep down in your heart and to find out why you want to get this surgery. Ask yourself this: if your height is having such a negative impact on the quality of your life, that growing 2 to 3 inches while compromising athletic flexibility will improve it, then this surgery is for you. If you are already doing well in life, you're playing good sport, you have good flexibility, and gaining a little bit of more height would not do much for you in terms of improving quality of your life, then honestly, I don't think that you should get this surgery. I often joke that this surgery fixes your mind, not your legs. And that's precisely what it did for me. It's like the surgery switched something in my head and my height quit bothering me. So ask yourself this question: given you would have to compromise a little on your flexibility, would you still get the surgery? Because the truth is, it is very difficult to have your cake and eat it too in this case. You will lose some flexibility and you will have to work real hard. Alright, the next question is, can people tell you had surgery? So let's go back to the time I had this surgery. My friends who knew I had this surgery, man, that was the only topic we would discuss. Every time we would get together, they would want to see my scars, my legs. Let's see if you can walk. How are you healing? How much it cost? Same things over and over again. And then weeks turned into months, and the month, turned into several months, and then a year. We don't talk about that anymore. It's old news. So people who knew I had the surgery, God, I mean, it's been at least 6-7 months that we touched this topic. So it became old news. People got used to it. Heck, I'm sure that they even have forgotten about it. So nobody cares. Now let's talk about the people who don't know that I had this surgery. If you see me for the first time, you would just assume that that's the way I look. Nobody ever said to me like, hey, legs look a little bit taller, or, never. Nobody ever guessed anything. And let's say that even if somebody does figure out that your proportions, your legs are longer, even then, they would never guess that you had this surgery. Because the truth is, this surgery is still so radical, so uncommon, that most people don't even know about it. So don't worry about what people are going to say. Like I said, it's been a long time that my friends ever touched this subject with me. And even if they do, that's in terms of, they want to have a question, they want to ask a question, they want to know for their friends or family or somebody. So no worries there. Okay, so the final question is, if I could work a job where you have to be standing for 5 to 6 hours every day and walking. Okay, so the question is, after the surgery, if I can work a job where I have to stand 5 to 6 hours a day and walking. So I can answer this question with 100% certainty. The answer is yes, you can stand 5 to 6 hours every day and walk. In my office, instead of having a chair, I have a stand-up desk. And I stand approximately 7 to 7.5 hours every single day. The only time I'm sitting is if somebody walks into my office and then I have to talk to them. It kind of looks rude if I'm standing and they're sitting. So I sit down at the table for them. Otherwise, I stand all day. I just love the stand-up desk. So yes, you can do it. No problems there. All right, so these are the questions and their answers. Hope you like it. Wish you great success. I'm planning on going to another cruise, probably Thanksgiving week. We're probably going to go to Nassau, again from Baltimore. So, wish you guys a great time. Until next time, see you later. Bye.